we're doing homework for this week. We're switching away from doing math minutes, and we're going to get into making all the connections between all of the writing that you've been doing since about roughly kindergarten. I spend a lot of time reminding you to do things that really go back to the days of grade 1 where your teacher was saying to you, you need a capital at the start of a sentence, you need a period at the end. All the way right through to grade 2, 3, when Mrs. Adams and I were telling you, and Mrs. Thompson, when you write a paragraph, you need to have a topic sentence, supporting ideas, and a closing sentence. So we're going to talk about some success criteria in terms of writing a paragraph, and I want us to go basic. I want us to go back to the things that are very, very elementary to us in the sense that we should be doing it and making those connections all of the time in all of the writing that we're doing. So, gentlemen that are doing hand puppets, let's tune in up here and think about some of the things that are necessary to writing a good paragraph. Caitlin.
Add a period at the end of the sentence.
Add a period at the end of a sentence. Okay, another one. Connor.
Put a capital at the start of a sentence.
Put capital at the end of a sentence.
No. Start.
That would be right. See, this is why I have you guys here. At the start of a sentence. Okay, what else? Dylan?
Use punctuation.
Right, so maybe we change add a period to add a punctuation mark at the end of a sentence?
Not always punctuation mark. Just
Okay, so what are you thinking, Erin?
any punctuation.
Add
So let's be specific though, because I don't want to just leave it open. When we say, Tyler, that we're going to add punctuation, what kind of punctuation could we be talking about and when will we be using it?
comma.
So instead of calling out, I'm going to ask people to use their hands. Okay, Orion, can you give me an example?
A question mark and a question.
Okay, so put a question mark at the end of a question. That seems like a good one. What else? Tyler? Comma. Okay, put a comma where?
When it's like, you have a long sentence, like you need to stop for short
So when do we use commas? This is an excellent time to get into a quick conversation or a reminder about comma usage. When do we use them? There's a few different times. Nicole, can you give me one example?
Like maybe when you're listing things in a sentence.
So when you are listing things
In a
in
sentence.
a sentence. When else?
You put a comma.
I know, because we're looking for a list of things. So
I have another one, like an apostrophe.
let's stick to commas for a second. When else do we use commas? Okay, Ella?
You use them like when you have a really long sentence that you want to put down, but you have to take a breath in the middle of it, you put a comma.
It needs to be a little more specific than that, because we can't just throw a random comma in a really long sentence, because then I would be challenging you to add a period. So what if we're taking two separate thoughts and we're joining them? Right? That would be an example of a time where we might be using a comma to separate two thoughts. Okay? Or a joining of two thoughts. And any other times when we might use a comma. Caitlin?
In between numbers. Like we use numbers.
So numbers in a list, is that what you're thinking? And I think that goes back to when you have things in a list. And in that case, it would be, the numbers would be that thing. But it could be colors, it could be other things that we're listing. Tyler?
A list.
Right, so we have that right there. Right?
Oh,
We're listing. Yep.
Date.
Ah, good. And in date. Good. Okay. So we've talked about periods, we've talked about capitals, we've talked about question marks, we've talked about commas. What else do we have that is important to good paragraph writing? Dana?
You don't have to put a capital. Well, you do, but there's other stuff you need to put a capital.
Tell me more about that.
Like names, places,
I'm gonna use the word proper names, places, what else? Not just names and places, gentlemen. Paige, can you think of another one?
When you're doing the date,
Yeah, so what is it in the date specifically that we put a capital on?
the month, and the day.
Months, days. Names, places, months, days. Kylie?
Holidays.
Holidays, good. Michael? I can come back if it comes to you. Ian?
An eye. Oh. So when you
Oh, on the word I. Gotcha. Good. Michael?
number words, like words in expanded form kind of.
Don't have to actually have capitals on words and expanded.
No.
And when you're writing the word 22 and you're writing TW
Yeah.
like that, it doesn't have to have capitals. It's a good one though. What about if I was to just say, my computer doesn't need to have a capital on it. But if I said my Samsung, as that's the type of computer, it would. Or if I was to say, my car doesn't need a capital, but Jeep does. What are we talking about there? What do we call those? Drew?
Brands.
Brands, yeah. And brands need capitals.
But that's really the name of something, technically.
Yes, and that's a good way to think of it, but I think sometimes we classify names as like people's names, and we don't quite think of brands as names, but you're right, it's for the same reason. So that's a good point. Okay, so what else do we need in the creation of a good paragraph? Oren?
On where you wrote everything, you didn't put capitals on them when you put them down.
When I put them here? You're right, I didn't, because I haven't actually named someone's name. If I put Oren there, I would need to have a capital on it. If I said Maryborough Public School, it would need a capital. If I just said school, it wouldn't. And the way that I often think about it is if you can describe the names of people in general, it doesn't need a capital. So when we talk names, if we say the month, if we say outside, it doesn't need a capital. But if I'm being specific, if I'm talking about someone, some place, some specific day of the week, we need that capital because it's specific to them. So just like I say Dylan is special enough for a capital, he needs a capital on his name, right? And that's where the difference between proper names, places, months, days, holidays, and the word I, and brands comes in. Alright, let's get back to some of the other things we need for that proper paragraph writing now. We've got some good grammatical things included here now. There's one more piece to just writing in general that we're kind of missing. Kylie?
I have a question.
Okay, can you hold the question until we've kind of gone through this a little further? Okay, thank you. Remind me though when I want to come back to you. What is the piece that we're still missing that in all of our writing we should be focusing on all the time? No matter what kind of writing we're doing. So even if we're taking notes, we're still looking to do something properly. And we practice it in class during a specific rotation of daily 5. And I see some really wavy hands right now, which means there's some keeners in the class looking to share, but I'm hoping other people are going to come up with this one as well. Somebody who hasn't shared yet? Jack? Spelling. So, how are we going to put that as a success criteria? What are we doing there?
Okay.
make sure spelling is correct.
Yeah, okay, I like that. Make sure spelling is correct. And we've got some good strategies in place for helping to make sure that we're doing that. All right. Jesslyn?
An apostrophe?
Okay, tell me about the apostrophe.
Isn't that when you like join it and is and then it makes it?
Yes, that is exactly the right use of apostrophe. I don't think that's spelled right. There's only one piece. We'll find out in a second. Apostrophes when combining. No, that's not.
Apostrophes one nouns.
Combining words. So this would be it is equals. Good examples? Is that clear to everybody?
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about paragraph writing now. Basic structure to a paragraph. Things we always do when we write our paragraph. This goes back. I know that we did this in grade 2-3.
I wasn't in
And
your
since I
class.
taught most of you grade 2-3, I know you know this. Paragraph writing means we have certain structure. So walk me through it. Lily, what's the first thing I'm going to do?
Isn't there like, there's like indents and stuff?
Okay, so we're going to indent the paragraph at the beginning. Okay? Thank you, Lily. I was wondering if anyone was going to come up with that one. It is often forgot. Okay, Jesslyn.
Don't we just write one paragraph?
Yes, but when we're writing paragraphs, what do we start with? What does that structure look like? Jill? Starting paragraph or a topic sentence. What did you call it? A starting sentence. At the beginning. Then followed by, we have a topic sentence at the beginning, then what do we lead in with next? Yep, tell me more.
So after the starting sentence, you go to the next line and you write all the facts.
Okay, can we reword that to say 3 to 4 supporting details?
Yeah.
And I'm going to write in here supporting details in full sentences. So how many sentences do we have now? We've got a topic sentence, 3 to 4 supporting details, which are in their own sentences. So Paige, where are we at for sentences so far?
4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5 sentences so far. So at this point, are we talking about this much writing?
No.
No, we're looking at writing full and complete sentences. Now, are we done? Finished? Kylie, what comes next? Okay. Connor?
Closing sentence.
Pardon?
Closing sentence.
Closing sentence.
And then you've got a good story.
Oh, hopefully I'll put it here. Okay, what are we missing? Yes, I know it's a long video and that's okay. I want to make sure you know this. When you get home, you're confused and you're not sure, you can go back and watch this again. What else do we need? Because all of this is review. Nothing new here. Is there anything else we need to make sure we've got a good, well-written paragraph? Jill? Okay, title. Not all paragraphs are going to require a title. In this case, we are, just because we're only writing one. Title at the top. Okay? Nicole?
Like maybe 3 to 4 paragraphs or like.
Nope. For right now, all I want you to do is give you one good one. Because here's the thing. Eventually, yes, I'm going to be asking for 3 to 4 paragraphs and on different topics. But for right now, I want you to nail down absolutely